हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। ओम ज्ञानतिमिरन्दस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकाय चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्तस्वामिनिति नामिने। नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंदा। हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। गुरवे गौरचंद्राय राधिकाय तरालये कृष्णाय कृष्ण भक्ताय तद्भक्ताय नमो नमः। मूकं करोति वाचालं पंगुं लंघयति गिरिं यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे श्रीगुरुं दिनतारिणं परमानन्दमाधवं। श्रीकृष्ण चैतन्य ईश्वरं हरिः ओं तत्सत्। वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्येव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। Hare Krishna. So let us start with the study of this book. We are on chapter number 3. We are reading Krishna consciousness, the topmost yoga system. Right? Srila Prabhupada in the first 2 chapters describes how Krishna consciousness is the ultimate gift, right? And to be get your opportunity of being engaged in devotional service is the highest. So let us start with our chanting of the Hare Krishna Mahamantra with Srila Prabhupada, and then we will go ahead with the study of Krishna consciousness, the topmost yoga system. So I'll just share my screen. नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्ति वेदांत स्वामिनिति नामिने। नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंदा। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंदा। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद
राम राम हरे कृष्ण
श्रीवासादि गौर
हरे राम हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण 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 हरे राम हरे Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare.
जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंदा। हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। Hare Krishna. So we are on chapter number 3 of Krishna consciousness, the topmost yoga system. So very easily and very simply to understand, Srila Prabhupada gives us a beautiful example, right? It's not wrong to enjoy. We can enjoy nicely, but we enjoy through Krishna. We take it through Krishna. Prabhupada is saying, when we satisfy Lord, then automatically all of his parts and parcels will be satisfied. So whether it is prasadam or whatever it is, we first offer to Krishna and then we have Krishna prasadam. So that is the easy formula. Be happy in our lives, right? Dovetail everything in the service of Krishna. All right, so devotees can raise your hands and then, yeah, I can see Ramya Mataji. Ramya Mataji, go ahead. What are the difficulties from there?
Hare Krishna Mataji, what is the difficulty? There is no difficulty, but you become purified. The eating process is the same, but if you eat directly, then you become materialistically encumbered. If you offer to Krishna, however, and then take it, then you become freed from all contaminations of material life. That is stated in Bhagavad Gita. Devotees take prasadam after offering it to Krishna. That is called sacrifice. Whatever you offer to Krishna or Vishnu is called sacrifice. Whatever we do here within this material world is some sort of sinful activity, even if we do not know it. Killing is sinful activity, even if we do not kill willingly. When you walk down the street, you are killing many animals. Whenever you drink water, you are also killing. Below a water pot, there are many ants and microbes. Mataji, could you scroll up, please? Whenever you drink water, small microbes that also burn in the fire. When you grind spices with a mortar and pestle, many small microbes are killed. Should we continue, Mataji?
Thank you, Mataji. I was on mute, sorry. All right. So here, Prabhupada is mentioning a very beautiful point. So what is Prabhupada saying? The same what Krishna also mentions in Bhagavad Gita. Yajnatat karmano anyatra lokoyam karma bandhanaha. Right? If you don't perform any of our activities for the pleasure of the Lord, then the same activity will bind us to this material world. But performing the same activity, but for the pleasure of the Lord, the same activity, whether whether it is having food or whether it is doing our work, the same activity will liberate us if you're doing it for the pleasure of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. And that is when, because of the consciousness, the same work is called sacrifice or seva vritti. Or otherwise, when it is done for personal sense gratification, the same activity will be called bhoga vritti. So we need not change our activity. We simply need to change our consciousness to do all activities for the pleasure of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So that is the only thing that we need to do. Okay. So now let's request Karpagavalli, go ahead. We are responsible for this, willingly or unwillingly from there.
Thank you, Mataji. Dandatana Mataji. We are responsible for this, and willingly or unwillingly, we are becoming entangled in many sinful activities. Therefore, Bhagavad Gita says that if you take the remnants of foodstuff or after offering sacrifice, you become free from all contamination. Otherwise, one who cooks to eat personally without offering to Krishna is simply eating sinful reactions. This is our position. Therefore, it is stated that because people generally cannot control their senses, they engage in materialistic ways of life in which repeated birth and death in different species takes place. I do not know what is in my next life, but the next life will come. Before us, there are many species of life. I can take birth in any one of them. I can become a demigod, I can become a cat, I can become a dog, I can become a Brahma. There are so many forms of life. In the next life, I shall have to accept one of these forms. Even if you do not want to, suppose someone asks, in your next life, would you like to take the form of a dog or a hog? I I would
not like it.
I would not like it. But the law of nature says that after giving up this body, when I'm not existing in this body anymore, I will have to accept any other body according to my karma. That is in the hands of nature. It is arranged by superior supervision. You cannot order, give me the body of Brahma, give me the body of Indra, or a king or something exalted. That is not in your hands or in my hands. That will be judged by the superior agency of God Krishna, and you will be given a body. You will be given a body. Therefore, it is our duty to prepare a body which will help to go back to Krishna. This is Krishna consciousness. Thank you, Mataji. Thank you, Mataji. Thank you.
Hare Krishna. So we very, very beautiful. Let's meditate on these points. This is very important. All right, we'll read one more paragraph. Sarva Gopeshwari Mataji's desire. All right. So here, very beautiful point Prabhupada is mentioning is as we do our normal activities, we are killing a lot of microbes, bacteria, small living entities which are around us, which we're not able to see with our eyes. Right? So, yajnatat karmano anyatra lokoyam karma bandhanaha. If we do the activity for the pleasure of the Lord, even though inadvertently we may cause harm to small living entities, because of our consciousness of being offered to the Supreme Personality of Godhead, we will be performing a karma. That means we will not get the positive reactions, we will not get the negative reactions also of the activities that are done by us. Right? Why? Because Prabhupada is mentioning here very, very beautifully, right? Krishna will take us back home, back to Godhead. Why? Because we are engaging our body in the service of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. And then Prabhupada is talking about Brahma Bhuvanan Loka Punaravartino Arjuna. Right? We may be experts in whatever we do. We may be very perfect that we can even become Brahma. But even after becoming Brahma, once we exhaust our credits, right, then we have to come back to this material world. That's why Krishna says, Brahma Bhuvanan Loka Punaravartino Arjuna. The material world starts with the Brahma Loka. Even if we go to Brahma Loka, after exhausting our pious credits or after our seva is over, which are being the administrator of the universe or doing the Visarga or the secondary creation, again, everybody has to be born in this material world. And then one has to work his way back home, back to Godhead. Right? In the other higher planets, we only exhaust our pious credits. Or in the lower planets, we exhaust our papa karma. That means we get suffering for our papa karma in the lower planets. In the higher planets, we exhaust our pious credits. We get kind of enjoyment. But it is only in the earthly planet that we can create karma. Create karma means we will do something wherein we will acquire certain credits or we will acquire certain reactions of sinful activities. But as long as we have something to our credit or to our debit, we have to take a birth in this material world. So how to get rid of this material world and go back home, back to Godhead? Simply by engaging in akarma. What is akarma? That means we work for the satisfaction of the Supreme Personality of Godhead for the purpose of the pleasure of Guru and Gauranga. Right? So Prabhupada is giving an example of Prahlad Maharaj here. So let us hear Sarva Gopeshwari Mataji read it and then we'll end with this paragraph. Yes, Mataji, go ahead.
Prahlad Maharaj, a great authority, says that one must take instruction from others. One must take instruction from a guru, a spiritual master. One should not take instruction from anyone unless one accepts him as a guru. But even one who has a nice guru cannot remain Krishna consciousness if he is determined to remain in this material world. If my determination is to remain in this material world, to enjoy material life, then for me, Krishna consciousness is impossible.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Krishna. Very beautiful, isn't it? Right? One may have the best of the gurus, but as long as there is as our intention is to sense gratification, we only try to enjoy the guru also. Right? We want to be around with the guru. We want to click pictures with the guru. We want to show everybody that I'm very close with my guru, etc. But that is futility. That is waste of time. Right? How do we satisfy and please Guru? Right? Guru clearly tells you follow the instructions. What are the instructions given by Prabhupada? A, B, C, D square. In the association of devotees, we chant Hare Krishna, we study Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam, Chaitanya, Charitamrita, then we engage in devotional service, and then we have a diet of Krishna Prasadam, and we make our home a temple, right? That is a Dhamvas. That means we make our home a temple so that all of our activities are performed, keeping Lord Krishna in the center. So when we do that, that is actually pleasing Guru and Gauranga. Otherwise, one may take a very, very famous Guru and can take innumerable pictures from that with that Guru. And that Guru may be a perfect Paramahamsa also. But as long as we have the sense gratification propensity in our heart, we will not be able to advance in Krishna consciousness. So what is the most important thing? Tadvidi pranipatena pariprashnena sevaya upadekshanti te jnanam jnaninas tattvadarshinaha. So Prahlad Maharaj is saying we need to take shelter of the spiritual master. How do we take shelter of the spiritual master? By inquiring from the spiritual master, by rendering service to the spiritual master. Tadvidi pranipatena pariprashnena sevaya. Right? Ask questions, ask relevant questions which can help you in advance in spiritual life, and sevaya, render service to the Guru. Upadekshanti te jnanam. The spiritual master will give us the knowledge. Why? Jnaninas tattvadarshinaha. The spiritual master can impart the transcendental knowledge to us because they have seen the truth. Right? It all depends on us. Actually, how much of the mercy is already available, but how much of the mercy do we want to take? How much of the mercy, how much of, how much have we made the patra or our heart ready to receive the mercy of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, to receive the mercy of Guru, right? Guru's mercy is always there, right? Prabhupada's mercy is always there. How much of it are we equipping ourselves to receive the mercy? When we're getting an opportunity for devotional service, are we doing it? Or otherwise, we are simply chanting Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. And when the service opportunity, we find reasons why we cannot do that service. That is not the mood, right? A devotee, when he chants Hare Krishna, he chants, Oh Lord, Oh Srimati Radharani, please engage me in your service. And then after the 2 hours, the remaining 22 hours of the day, whenever there is an opportunity to do devotional service, a devotee grabs that opportunity because this is an opportunity for me to serve, satisfy, and please Guru and Gauranga. In this way, when one's consciousness is dovetailed to always satisfying, serving, and pleasing Guru and Gauranga, then automatically at the time of death, we will be able to remember Krishna. Because Krishna says, right, whatever you think, yam yam vapi smaran bhavam tyajantyanta kalevaram tam tam evaiti kaunteya sadatad bhava bhavitaha. Whatever state of mind you remember at the time of death, that state you will attain without fail. Then Prabhupada also mentions, whatever you've been thinking throughout your life, that is what one is able to remember at the time of death. So with this consciousness, whatever activity, manasa, vacha, karmana, whatever we do, if we're doing it for the service of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, if we're doing it for the pleasure of Guru and Gauranga, then our life is automatically successful, even being in this material world, right? Padma Patram Vivambasa, right? Krishna tells in Bhagavad Gita, we can be like a lotus, we can be like a lotus leaf, although being in the waters, right? Although being in the waters of this material world, we can situate our consciousness being beyond the 3 modes of material nature. And how that is possible? It is possible only by the blessings of Guru, Gauranga, and all the Vaishnavas. Yeah, so that can be our only prayer. So my sincere gratitude to all the devotees for joining in at a very short notice. So we will end here. We'll end with Harinam Sankirtan. Before that, let's see who all we have today. Darshan of all the Vaishnavas and blessings. Please, Hare Krishna. Yes. So we have Jyotsna Mataji, Ramya Mataji, Leela Nandini Mataji. Thank you. Mataji is giving us darshan after a long time. Karpagavali Mataji, Sarvagopeshwari Mataji, Rituparna Mataji, Rishabhanu Kanya Mataji, Anjana Mataji, Parul Mataji, Suprabha Sumitra Mataji, Pallavi Mataji, and Neeta Mataji. Thank you very much for joining in. Panchakalpatarubhyas Kripa Sindhu Vyevicha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha. Anantakoti Vaishnava Vrinda ki Jai, Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada, Srila Gurudev ki Jai, Nitai Gaur Premanande, Hari Hari Bol. We quickly do Harinam Sankirtan, 3-4 minutes. We'll end by 9:40. And then I also seek the blessings of all the assembled Vaishnavas. Please pray for me. Please shower your blessings on me. Right? It is only by the Vaishnavas' blessings that I'll be able to practice a devotional service. Seek your blessings, all of your blessings and prayers that may be eternally engaged in the service of Guru and Gauranga. And may the only desire in my heart be to serve, satisfy, and please Guru, Gauranga, and all the Vaishnavas. Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. Namah Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Preshaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Saraswati Deve गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्यादिशतारिणे जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभो नित्यानंदा अद्वैता गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौरभक्ता वृंदा हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे हरे जय गौरनिताय जय गौरनिताय जय गौरनिताय जय गौरनिताय जय राधा माधव राधे राधे जय राधा श्याम सुंदर राधे राधे जय राधा रास बिहारी राधे राधे जय सीताराम जय लक्ष्मण हनुमान जय सीताराम जय लक्ष्मण हनुमान जय गौरनिताय जय गौरनिताय जय गौरनिताय जय गौरनिताय जय गुरु परंपरा जय गुरु परंपरा जय गुरु परंपरा जय गुरु परंपरा जय जय प्रभुपाद गुरुदेव निताय गौर हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल जयाम संकीर्तन की जय जगत गुरु श्रील प्रभुपाद श्रील गुरुदेव की जय निताय गौर प्रेमानंदे हरि हरि बोल Hare Krishna. So Dandavat pranams to all the devotees. Everyone can unmute themselves now. Thank you very much for joining in very short notice. Okay, Neeta Mataji is giving darshan. So let us all once more give our darshan so that we have a full house darshan. It means all of you are blessing me by your darshan. Darshana Pavitra Kare.
Mataji, wish you a very, very wonderful Krishna conscious birthday.
Happy Krishna conscious birthday. Enlighten souls, no?
We are all fortunate.
God bless you abundantly, Mataji, with good
you so much.
health and wealth and long life, Mataji. Thank you, Mataji.
Thank you.
Hare Krishna, Vancha Kalpa, Rubhyascha, Kripa Sindhu Gevacha, Patitanam, Pavanebhyo, Vaishnavibhyo, Namo Namaha. Thank you all for joining in at a short notice. I'm so grateful to all of you. Because of you all, we are able to study Srila Prabhupada's books daily. This is the way to attain perfection of life. Thank you very much. Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada. Jai Shri Gurudev. Jai Nitai Gaur Premanande. Hari Hari Bol.